Hey, I'm Dark North. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'll be going over the new 2.5 Spiral Abyss Floor 12 reset and give you some tips and suggestions for faster clears. This Abyss reset, the Floor 12, is a bit weird because the first halves of all chambers are a lot easier than the second halves, except maybe the first chamber with the Rifthounds, especially if you don't have Electro DPS, then it might be a struggle. This is why I feel like Chamber 1 is actually the hardest chamber in this current Abyss, because the Golden Wolflord and Baptismal Vishaps, which revive if you don't kill them both in a short time, feel intimidating, but they're not really, as if you can clear the first sides very fast, which is very doable at least for Chamber 2 and 3. You will have upwards of 2 minutes to clear the second halves, which is a lot of time. So let's take a look at the current Floor 12. Let's start with Chamber 1, first half. We have Electro Rifthounds. The easiest way to get a faster clear here is to use Electro characters, as hitting them with Electro lowers their Electro resistance by a large amount. Fischl and Beto, both 4-star characters, are absolutely amazing for this, so if you have them and no other 5-star Electro DPS, they can help you out greatly. Taser comms in general are really good in first halves of all chambers this current reset because of there being multiple enemies. So let's move on to Chamber 1 second half. We have a bunch of Baptismal Vishaps, 2 hatchlings and their 2 big brothers. The most annoying part of these Baptismal Vishaps is they can drain your energy with some of their attacks, and also if your energy falls too low, they will deal true damage to you, which passes through shields. This is, in my opinion, harder than the Rifthounds in the first half. If you're having trouble with your energy fighting these, you can build more ER on these characters, or use teams or characters that don't rely as much on bursts. And I would also recommend you to run your stronger teams on the second side rather than the first side. So let's move on to Chamber 2 first half. We have 2 Ruin Graders. The only tip here is for grouping. In my testing, walking in front of them and being in between, but slightly ahead of them, made it really easy to group them as they walk towards me. Then you can just circle around them as you go through your rotations to keep them grouped. This is a very easy first half, and most of my teams were able to get it clear in less than 50 to 40 seconds, some teams even under 30 seconds. So there's a lot of time you can save here, and the more time you save, the easier time you will have fighting the next half, which is the Golden Wolflord. This dude, or thing rather, is just annoying to say the least. He just kind of stays up in the air for like 20 seconds or something at the start, and you can't hit him with melee characters at all. Even with ranged characters, it's still not easy to hit him, as his hitbox is just whack for some reason. But the obvious tip here is to use ranged characters, that is bow or catalyst users, if you have the option and you've built them enough that you can actually do damage. Otherwise, the DPS windows are very short. At the start of the fight, after 20 seconds or so, he will either do his laser beam attack, which is your DPS window, or he will just zoop around the map for a bit and then just fall down for a bit, which is the other DPS window. Which one you get is just RNG. Then he goes into his shield break phase, where each dog statue needs around 3 geo hits to break, or multiple hits from other elements. Having 1 geo is enough to break this quickly. Zhongli works, Ningguang and Goro would be even better because of on-demand geo application. If you have your burst on Noelle, she works fine too. After shield break, you will get another DPS window, so try and finish him off here if possible. He does do a tornado storm-like attack if you don't manage to finish him off, in my experience, but I'm not sure if that's fixed or that's just RNG, so take that what you will. But if he does that, he will also get knocked down after that, which should give you another DPS window. Moving on to Chamber 3 first half, we have 3 Ruin Robots. Just focus on the one in the middle and try to AoE either one of them on the side, and if one of them goes underground, go to the other one and it will come up there, which is the way to group these robots. Moving on to the final chamber, Chamber 3 second half, we have the big boy Baptismal Vishaps. They cannot be frozen or CC'd, which is great. They also can drain your energy, which is amazing, and you have to kill them together in a short period of time or the dead one will revive. It looks intimidating, but it's not really as bad as you think, and you will know that when you play it yourself. You can have upwards of 2 minutes to clear this, depending on how fast you can clear the first half, which is very easy. My suggestion is to just focus on one of them for one rotation and then move on to the other one for the next, and then just swap until they have both like 25% or less health remaining. Now if your damage is higher, you might end up killing one of them in one rotation, so in that case you might want to switch earlier to the other one. Depending on your damage, you need to determine how much health you want to keep on both of them before you try and finish them off together. As if you end up leaving too much health and are unable to kill them in a quick succession, you will lose a lot of time as the dead one will revive. This is something that you have to gauge for yourself. And that's the 2.5 Spiral Abyss Floor 12. Let me know if you have any questions or corrections down below, and if you found this helpful, consider leaving a like and sub to the channel for more stuff like this. I am Dark North, thanks for watching, have a good one.